Guys, so I talked to Richard earlier. We was gonna do a bourbon run. I told Jimmy to bring Russell's. I thought he said Russell's, but now it's Elijah. So we got Russell's and Elijah.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Look, and I didn't even tell you. I said bring one bottle. He brought 4. But won't he do it? And then you brought 2 Eagles?
Yeah, one regular and then 1 pick.
Now, Richard, walk me through what your goal is and bringing all these different models.
Yeah, so I thought that it'd be fun to kind of look at and try either like single barrel picks against either single barrel not picks or the small batches that they make as well. So like for Eagle Rare that isn't a pick or a single barrel selection, they usually, I'm not sure how many barrels go into a batch, but they keep batching a certain amount of barrels to keep a consistent taste. And then you can also, if you're lucky enough, go pick a single barrel. And some people say, you know, usually with the Eagle Rare stuff, people usually prefer the picks over. But
they are better, dude. Like honestly, if I really won't buy Eagle Rare unless it's a pick.
Yeah.
The last regular Eagle Rare I bought was the big Magnum.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted a big Magnum it's a showstopper.
Yeah, I agree.
It's cool.
And so there's also like I've heard some people say with like a EH Taylor small batch, sometimes they don't always prefer the single barrel to the small batch picks. So we also brought Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. So this is a batch that's an 11-year, 2-month batch that we got to crack, and then here's 3 different 10-year store picks that are single barrels. So just it'll be fun to kind of try the single barrel picks against the non-pick batches and see the differences, see if the picks are better, see if they're not, and kind of just learn a little bit more about bourbon.
There you have it. Now, is there any specific whiskey people should be drinking on Memorial Day? Is there like a Memorial Day whiskey?
I mean, you got to drink something made in America on Memorial Day. You know what I mean?
I mean, quintessential, right? Bourbon is American, right?
100%.
So I think it would be a bourbon whiskey for me.
Oh yeah, anything on the island right now counts for sure.
And Richard, what is it that you guys both enjoyed most about bourbon? Because I'm still learning it.
I like that people have the wherewithal, like Elijah Craig, to use his extra corn and find a use for it. He had a plethora of corn and didn't know what to do with it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. That's an ingenuity. That's the American spirit. And I think that's what embodies bourbon today.
Yep.
There you have it, man. Well, Richard, go ahead and crack the first one. Pour some, walk him through it. Jimmy, give him some good perspective, man. I'm going to try some too. I poured it. Was good back
you want to tell them about the one you just poured me? It's pretty damn good.
Yes, I think the one I gave you was the 68 proof. I think it was the Holiday.
It's like 136, I think.
Yeah. So it's 136 proof.
And dude, I didn't know the proof. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. I had no idea. But when he said 68, I said, holy shit, because this is not drink that.
I almost wonder if we should start with the Eagle Rare because it's lower proof.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. Listen, bro. But I'm gonna tell you, this did not drink at 136. This shit drank probably like 120, 116. 100% 20 points under at least.
That shit sounds good, dude. It was good.
It's tasty as fuck.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
God dang, dog. Oh man, and this is a fresh crack here, huh?
Yeah, I'll let this one burn.
I think we're gonna let's start with the Eagle Rares just because, like you said, they're 90, and if we go to 136 to 90, we're gonna be fucked.
I agree. All right.
But you just said you drank it and it was fine.
No, I know, but it's still gonna scorch your palate, even though it's fine, right?
Okay.
So here's the regular one, and this is the specs pick.
And like you said, right, people prefer the picks over the regular small batch.
We'll use the two same glasses so we can compare.
Well, I guess because they're unique, people are getting a choice of some really cool, unique barrels that the distillers or blenders thought was, unique and special. So, that's probably part of it. I would.
Kind of like those buff turkeys, everyone likes the single barrels over like those seal box batches that everybody made. When you batch to make a consistent, like a profile, but you kind of lose some of the specialness that made a single barrel, individually what it was.
It loses its integrity, huh?
A little bit.
Now I do like an Eagle Rare. It's a good, for me, it's a nightcapper. It's the last pour of the night for me. I'll have an Eagle Rare.
How much do those Eagle Rares run for?
If you just get them retail, I think they've gone up a little bit.
Dude, I used to pay
$36 or something.
No, bro.
Like
I used to get them in Total Wine for $22, bro.
When?
2016, 2017. Listen, I got that Magnum that I'm telling you about, $55.
Damn.
Now they're going for what?
Oh, probably a bill. A
50?
secondary? They're probably a bill 50. Regular, like 99, probably.
I don't know, man. I think it's less than that, but I'm not sure.
79 for a Magnum.
Oh, for Matt. Oh, you're talking about
Magnum.
175s. Yeah, I'm not sure.
The 99
Yeah,
for
you're
a
right.
fifth
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
pretty
you're right.
much. It's $100.
Sheesh.
Used to be 22, 23 bucks. No lie.
Go ahead and take a swig, man. Tell them what you're getting, man.
I'm just drinking this regular one. I know what it is. It's good. It's Buffalo Trace. It's got all the characteristics of Buffalo Trace to me, but
You can smell there's more going on the pick.
of course there is. That's what I wanted to try, but I had to try the regular just to get it on my palate. Say, okay, I can tell.
There's more of like a Jolly Rancher grape right on the nose on the pick.
Nice. That's what.
Oh, man.
Yeah, there's grape in this one, but it's not loud. You know, like I said, it was that Buffalo Trace.
Richard, when you was a kid, did you try all the candy possible?
Yeah, well, so my mom's sister was real bad about candy and having
Sweets.
Oh yeah, horrible. It's funny too because she had like the metabolism that she stayed skinny and everyone could
Jealous
stand it.
of it.
Oh yeah.
Eat a whole pizza, be fine.
Yeah, it was hilarious. Like, there was one day she worked for my dad for a while, and there was one day that they were in the office and the phone rang, and she's just like, "Okay, yeah, no, I'll be right there," and stormed out. And like everyone thought there was something wrong when she got back. Like, what was that all about? Said, "Oh, the lady from Publix called me. The maple donuts had just come out of the oven, and she like was booking it to go get them,
Damn.
like fresh from the grocery store." It was that kind of
funny.
yeah. She was that kind of aunt.
That's
You know what I
badass.
mean? So
No, this one definitely has the more candy grape, Jolly Rancher grape, right?
yeah, I agree with that.
Jeez.
I like this one a hell of a lot more.
Yeah, the pick.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
100%.
Dang, so is the other one a blend or is it? What is
It's just their basic release, right?
It's a batch.
It's a batch, right? So you know how it's just like anything else. So it's like a single barrel is one that's unique. That's why when you're in the Rick House and you're tasting barrels, and they said this is a fucking standout, alone, kick-ass barrel. It's a single barrel. Well, that's what these picks are. These picks are single barrels.
Slappers up.
Yeah, slappers.
Damn. That's crazy, man. So Eagle Rare single pick is it?
I mean, you know, it's 90 proof, dude. So like I said, it's either begin the night, end the night type of thing, bud. For me. Anyway,
Yeah.
For me.
But don't those pours go for like 40, 50 bucks at some restaurants?
I mean, they're stupid. I
Some
mean, you're
people
stupid
mark
if
them
you
up,
listen, bro. If you're paying that, you're a fucking idiot. Don't do it.
I agree.
Find a place local to you that has reasonable prices and explore their whiskey. That's what I like to do. You know, honest to God. And there's some cool places around here that you can go and not break the bank and try some cool shit. You know what I mean? And we know this.
If I
right?
was having a decent dinner at a restaurant and I was really, really wanting one, and this was the only thing on the menu, I might pay $12 a pour. I wouldn't
$12?
pay more than $12 for an ounce.
And they normally go for 15 to 20, to be honest. Places that are reasonable, it's 8 to 10 bucks.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I think I saw. So Eagle Rare, can you get up to like 25 year?
Oh,
Eagle 17
Yeah.
and double Eagle very rare. Now you're talking different business.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's what I saw at the menu.
Oh yeah.
You see that silver box on the side shelf at the blendery that's
Yeah,
got the
the
doors
double-
with
yeah.
the light that lights up when you open it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Double
that's
Eagle
good.
very rare.
That's okay. Now that makes more sense.
Dude, I saw one sitting on a shelf at Total Wine for $4,400.
Yep.
Yeah.
Retail.
Retail.
Motherfucker gonna be a museum too,
Yeah.
because I wouldn't let you a rich bitch. Cause I ain't paying 40 for shit. That's a fucking half a used car.
The pick is definitely sweeter, and the pick's definitely got more fruit.
No, it's super good.
And is fruit something that's very common on bourbon naturally?
Buffalo Trace for sure, the grape, right?
Yeah, people usually report getting either a grape or a black cherry on most Buffalo Trace stuff.
Yeah.
Well, most Mash Bill 1 Buffalo Trace.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the regular Buffalo Trace bourbon is grapey as fuck too.
Is it?
Same mash bill, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I get it on the weeder profile too.
Do you?
Yeah, more cherry than grape. usually on the
Cherry,
weeder
yeah.
profile,
Well,
but yeah.
cherry.
What's the best type of food to eat with this kind of like sweet bourbon type?
Burgers and shit.
Yeah.
Hot
And
dogs,
barbecue.
That's Memorial Day food.
Yeah.
Brisket.
Anything with
Shit
the
like
barbecue sauce glaze with some bourbon too is hard. to
Don't
beat.
worry, dog. Hey, barbecue season is amongst us. It's almost here. We about to be cracking this year, dog. We're gonna do some new shit.
St. Louis spare ribs.
We're gonna do some more ribs this year.
Where'd you hear the St. Louis spare ribs at, man?
Because that's always the style that I
St. Louis
cook
style.
when I make them. Yeah, St. Louis style spare
What is
ribs.
the St. Louis style spare rib?
They take the brisket off of the whole spare. So it's a spare rib, and a spare rib comes near the bacon of the hog, right? So what they do is they trim off the top portion so it looks more like a baby back. However, it's still the spare. So it's just a cleaned up spare rib, basically.
Sheesh, boy, y'all need those brisket, don't y'all?
Well, dog, I cut meat for how long? You know what I'm saying?
A good while, huh?
For a little bit. My early stages of life.
Now, what's next? Y'all both got to try that one, man.
I'm starting to get more cherry on the regular one.
So this is another one that needs to open up, is what you're saying.
Well, I mean, it's
It's
probably
pretty open. Look at the bottle.
It's just not as rich. I mean, it actually comes across even more watered down.
Hands down, I'm going with the pick if I had to choose. Again, this Eagle Rare is a cool pour. When I first got into whiskey, I thought, oh shit, Eagle Rare. You know, now it's kind of like, just like how Blanton's, when I first got in the game, I was like, oh, Blanton's? I thought that shit was, I thought that was the thing, dog. Now I'm like, I don't even fucking like Blanton's, bro.
I have a few I haven't opened just
Let's
to kind
just
of
straight
give them
from
to
the
people
barrel.
that are gonna freak out over them.
Yeah, unless it's straight from the barrel or like a good pick, like a gold pick.
Yeah. That's the regular one.
I can smell the grape on it.
Yeah, wait till you try that other one. You're gonna really smell the grape.
And then
That's just gonna be like water to you, dog.
Yeah, it is.
I told you.
Is it 90 proof?
Yeah, that's why we started with it. So we
And
were.
it's got a maple syrupy thing going on.
It's good. It's a nightcap.
And they're the cool thing about them too is they're also all 10-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They used to all say that. Did they start putting them back on there? Because for a while, back to like the old bottles, you'll see old bottles, and it'll say up here 10-year.
Yeah.
That's when you know you got an old.
I guess it's on the
Eagle Rare.
back now, maybe.
Maybe. But you remember which ones I'm talking about back in the Gap? The old ones they used to say.
Oh, that one says it on the front.
But some of them say the old ones you say it on the wrapper.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, I do. But yeah, you're right. They're different. These are different bottles because that says aged 10 years on the front.
Yeah, bud.
And this one.
That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing. When I was funny, because after I got into the blendery, I had no clue that Elijah Craig was good.
Oh yeah.
So when I was out of town, I was like, yo, I'm looking at it, I was like, it's the pig one. What's the pig one that everybody likes?
Whistle pick?
Whistle pig, yeah. I was like, is that a good one?
It's alright.
Exactly.
Just like how y'all think the Blanton's thing, I used to think Whistle Pig was like.
No, there's some
just
cool.
to-
No, they've done some cool
Not all
expressions.
whistle pigs are equal. Man.
That's right. Okay, thank
There are
you.
some-
There's some
there-
killer
yeah.
ass whistle pigs, right?
I've had some phenomenal whiskey
100%.
from Whistle Pig bottles. Some of the sourced MGP that they were getting a while ago, they were putting in these 10-year-old bottles, and they were 15, 16-year-old.
They were crazy
And yeah,
good.
and you could get them for $99.
99 bucks.
Some
You're
of the more
drinking what? 16-year-old whiskey.
Yeah, outrageous. A rise. Like
And they
nice
labeled it
rise.
10-year.
Interesting.
Then some of the
So I just learned
early,
something.
some of the early Boss Hogs were just.
But now this is when before
Yeah,
they got a
so
little
I'm
too
going
big.
Boss Hog for
They
that.
still got a little too big for their britches, and they started to try to do too much, too fast. I think.
Yeah.
Like the farm stock shit, miss me with it.
Or like the 18-year-old decanter bottle that's proof down for
Stupid.
like $380.
Cool little piggy
Yeah.
bank, but the juice sucks.
It's not my thing.
Yeah.
Look at y'all, boy. Y'all know y'all's whiskey, man.
I'm gonna say.
I learn something new every time I'm fooling with y'all.
Little Whistle
Alright.
Pig rant there.
I feel like we kind of need to flight these. You know what I
Alright.
mean? Because so we can.
Well, I should have brought some glassware because I only got one glass here, so.
But the rest of that whole out.
I know. We just go one at a time.
I don't know. I'll put the pour.
No, I ain't mad at it. But you know what I am gonna buy? I'm gonna buy like of those aged Denor. I'm gonna buy like five of them. What we got set right here? Because no, I'm just saying those things lock in too. Like you can just keep them where they don't move. You can just put them under the sink, clean them, and then reuse them. Like they're pretty dope.
Trust me, I'm learning, guys. One thing guys. I'll make a little fried chicken. They can.
I see the oil over there. I was like, damn, do we need to go get some Crisco? I like that animal lard meat.
Bro, Wild Fork has beef tallow spray.
Nice.
Yeah, I didn't know that they even made that.
Yep.
For like yeah.
That's badass for like when I pull the brisket off to wrap it in peach paper, I spray it with, well, I'll spray it. I normally use beef tallow,
Yeah.
that I my own, but that's handy because I can just spray that bitch and wrap it.
That's fucking clutch. Now walk them through what you about to pour, man, and the expectation, to say the least, man.
Sure. So this is Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Many people believe this is one of the best values in bourbon. For a long while, every Elijah Craig barrel proof was guaranteed to be at least 12 years or older, and there were barrel strength products from Heaven Hill in Kentucky, and they were about $60.
Yep.
And then I think 2024 was maybe the first year they 23 was the first year they got rid of the 12-year age statement and started age stating the batches. So this batch is 11 year, 2 months.
Break down the batch thing too, man, because I still don't understand what the batch shit means.
So there's usually 3 batches a year, and a lot of barrels go into that batch, and it's a blended product. And this one is B524. It's usually an A batch, a B batch, and a C batch. The A batch is usually A1, the 1 being January. The B batch is usually B5, 5 being May, and the C batch is usually C9, 9 being September.
Now, Richard, why do people need to know that?
Because certain batches are better, and people. So secondaries, you'll know. I'm looking for Elijah Craig, whatever batch it is this year, and that kind of hones in because there's certain batches out of the year that are just better than others.
If I brought batch C923, the last batch of 2023, this wouldn't even be worth it because that batch would smoke everything.
It's so good,
Yeah,
and they're highly sought after barrel too.
This is kind of trying to keep it as much apples to apples as we possibly can on the age. You know, these are 10-year single barrels. This is 11-year, 2-month-old, so it's a little just a hair older.
Smidge older.
Yeah.
Also, though, it's not been opened, which makes a difference. These have got a little aeration, so you got to take that in consideration as well.
Yeah, and it'll be fun just to see. Like, I imagine, I'm thinking, I don't know this, but I'm guessing this is going to come in somewhere middle of the pack. I bet there's going to be single barrels we like more than this, but I bet that we're not gonna like it better than every single barrel on the island.
I think I'm gonna like that one.
Yeah, you think it's gonna be your favorite?
11 year 2 month or 11 year 2 month.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna like it, dude.
And it's just also fun because sometimes people can't get picks or they're not in the clubs, and so just a good idea to kind of see where you stand if you can't get picks, and all you can get is the off the shelf product, and kind of see if you're missing out or not, or
So tell me this year, production year for all these is what years? Can you tell me?
I don't know that. I think I can tell you off the laser codes.
No, that's cool. But I was just curious.
Yeah.
Because these are relatively even on the drinking scale. It's like, so I can't determine which one you like more.
This is 22.
This one is the least of them all, so maybe you like this one the most.
22.
Okay, 22. He can read the laser code and tell you. That's crazy.
Huh?
He could just read the laser code and tell you the year.
That's crazy. The original is crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
That's why we.
I think this one's 22.
Damn, cool. Right on.
So it's spectacular, is what you're saying.
Oh, they're gonna be good. We're gonna just try them. I was just curious to know because, like I said, you can see the how much is left in the bottles. It's hard to tell which one you like the most, which is kind of cool.
Literally, super cool.